Hey guys, how are you? How you doing today? It is Friday. Woot woot. I don't know. Are you excited about Friday, or is it another day like it is for me? I work from home, so therefore Friday isn't so exciting. But anyway, I'm back. My stomach is doing a lot better. Still feel a little yucky, but it's definitely better. So we are back on track. Unfortunately, it is pizza night here. And the reason I say unfortunately is because I will not be able to eat any of it. So that kind of sucks, but hey man, what are you going to do? All right. Well, hello everyone. Jane J, my dear, how are you? Sriya, hello. Rajashri, how you doing? And Barb, oh, it's good to see you. Joanna and Crystal, hello. Jamie Lee, how are you doing? All right. So, thanks. It looks like Jane J has everything lined up. So we've got Jamie Lee up first. Just to explain how it works for anybody who is new here, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the show. Um, please make sure you hit subscribe. That's first and foremost. It helps me out so much. So please give me a subscribe and a like. But just to review kind of how it works, this is Tarot at 12. We do free live tarot readings for an hour. Donations do take priority. So if you want to guarantee your reading or you want to go first, kind of feeling, feel free. The donation link is in the description and my moderators post it frequently. If that's not something you want to do, no worries. We're having fun. We've got some good advice, and in between donations or in the absence of donations, I do select freebies. So let's find out what's on the agenda. Yes, Jane J makes a very good point. I almost forgot to say this, so thank you, Jane. If you donate, please write donated in the chat. It's very hard sometimes to quickly tie up names from PayPal to YouTube because they're often different. So, yeah, so please write donated. Good point, Jane. Let me put my little banner. Pacha, there you go. How do you like them hot bananas? All right. Jamie Lee, my dear, thank you so much for your donations, plural. Jamie donated 2 times. So let's see what we've got, Jamie Lee. Go ahead and post your question. I don't see anything yet. So go ahead and post that. In the meantime, I have the Mystic Dreamers Tarot spread out today with my clear quartz. As you know, I like to open up the show with a deck and clear quartz to kind of open up the energy, get things flowing. I usually select a different deck for each question, and literally my reasoning is literally just what I'm in the mood for, what's calling my name. I do have a couple decks that kind of do well for certain questions and things like that sometimes, but really, it's just like my mood. My mood gets to decide. All right. Thank you, Jamie. All right. So Jamie has 2 questions. The first one being, may I ask what are Kenneth's feelings toward me? Does he want me to hold on to our connection? Ooh, and my dog's barking. So how you like that? Scared me. All right. It's the house of animals, my friends. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a yard full of squirrels and birds that I feed every day. And much to my dismay, the squirrels have made a home in my attic. It's been a couple years now, actually. It's not a new thing. It's just we can't get them out, and it's winter, so I'm certainly not going to force them out in the cold, Y'all know? I share, man. I share. All right, we're going to use the Everyday Witch. Sounds like she's calming down, but if she does not, I will have to go and see. She's probably barking at a bag or some leaf or a person maybe out there getting their mail. Who knows? Something terrible, right? Yeah, Jamie, right? My dog is answering. How'd you like that reading? Was it worth it? The dog doesn't even need tarot cards. Animals are tuned in a lot more. How was that? Did you hear that? That, my friends, was my cat. jumping off of the top of the refrigerator and misjudged and knocked everything off the counter. Oh, yes, I love my animals. I do. I do. I don't love that, but I love my animals. All right, enough animal excitement. What are you doing, Kenneth? What are your feelings for Jamie Lee? Do you want to hold on to the connection or what? Do you want Jamie Lee to hold on to the connection? Ooh, that was a really good shuffle. Ugh, that was awesome. All right, Jamie, let's find out. Let's see what's going on with Kenneth's feelings for you and whether or not he wants you to hang on. Hang on. All right, ready to go. Now, for those of you who are new, just a reminder, the way I do readings, I put out an energy card. This is going to serve as the primary energy affecting the spread. That's the primary thing that our tarot cards are picking up on. And then, of course, we have our spread. So that's how it works. And, ooh, okay. So for the primary energy, again, this is the main energy that the cards are picking up on. We have our Ace of Wands. Aces are always about new beginnings, planting a seed, just kind of like looking for an opportunity to get in there and do what our wands do best, and that is grow and make an effort to grow. That's sounding like he might want you to hold on to the connection, doesn't it? Let's see what these are. Sometimes our cards impact what well, all the time they do. They actually do play off of each other. So we got to check it, take a check, or you know what I'm trying to say. Take a look. All right. Oh, yeah. I do think so. I think he does want you to because, again, we have this opportunity to grow. We're looking for a new opportunity to grow. You can't do that if you don't have a connection, right? So, well, what does that mean? Well, a new opportunity to grow. To grow what? To grow our Four of Wands. Notice it's wands again. That's about growth and effort. And this talks about having a foundation, building a foundation. You know, the things that have already transpired, or the connections, or the glances, or the expressions of feeling, you know, whatever. It lays a foundation. I always think of the Four of Wands as building a house. You know, you've got your concrete there on, I mean, I don't know how to build a house, but just say the concrete, and then you do the first story, and then you do the top story, which a construction person would correct me, I'm sure. But in my mind, that's how it happens. And this card is like that first story, or that, at the very least, that concrete footprint that's ready to go. So that speaks volumes. Now we have our Chariot card, and this talks about exciting changes, moving forward. It talks about like clearing out the clutter of your life, just dusting it off and getting going. Now in this deck, I like to point out that this witch has a sidecar. She's got her little kitty in the sidecar. So they're going together, and even though sometimes you don't know which way to go, they're going to be there together and figure it out. This talks about maybe not knowing the way forward yet, but moving forward to, you know, again, maybe you're in his sidecar, you know. All right. So then we've got Temperance. Temperance, again, is all about balance. And as you can see her, she's doing a yoga pose. My sister can do that. My sister is a yoga instructor. I almost said yogurt. A yoga instructor. And she can do that. She went for training in Italy. For any of our viewers here who are from Italy, she went to a yoga training program, and she literally did that pose up on some well-known landmark of a cliff of some kind. I'm sorry, I don't remember what it was called. But anyway, so I think of my sister. But this is all about the balance. Think about yoga. You know, you got to have that balance and that strength. Temperance is more focusing on the balance, though. Our Strength card would be the strength aspect, but this does include some strength. Temperance, again, wants to get things back into to order, into balance. It's about harmony. It's about harmony. It's also, I got to tell you this. It's also about letting old resentments go, you know, kind of letting those things you're harboring, like things you're pissed off about that really you've, kind of exhausted or addressed, and now you're just holding on to them just because we like nasty baggage, right? Drop that shit. So What have we got, Jamie? It is looking like the feelings are about moving forward. This is very focused on movement. This isn't talking about love, like, ooh, I have feelings because I love you, because I want to kiss you, because I want to build a home. You know, this builds. But do you see what I'm saying? This is more about your relationship moving forward. So I do think there are intentions to be with you. Let's see what our outcome card is. Wanting you to hold on. I'm seeing temperance, so I'm thinking yes. Boom. Oh, I can't even turn it. There we go. Oh, the Empress. Yeah, let's grow this. Let's grow this. Yes, I think that the intentions were really kind of focused on moving forward. And I definitely do think he does want you to hold on to the connection. We've got the Empress, and the Empress talks about growing things. Now, obviously, she's pregnant in there. A lot of times it is about a baby, but this isn't a childbirth question. This is oftentimes what the Empress is saying when it's not a childbirth situation, is it's like growing an idea. Like, instead of the baby in there, pretend that's an idea. It's growing. Pretend that's a relationship. It's growing. Do you see? So yes, I do think the connection is still strong. I do think that the idea is to find a way to move forward, but we're a little confused as to how to do that. But it is to move forward together with you in the sidecar, or maybe you're driving. He can be in the sidecar, right? Ooh, Jamie. That looks good. How you like my singing? Woo, Jamie. Ooh, let me go to the bottom. I wasn't even looking. Ah, there we go. Oh, Mustafa, how are you? How are you? Phantom Punk. Ooh, I like your name. Lynn, how are you? Julie, how you doing? And Dr. Red. Ooh, I like it. All right. Yeah, right as I was about to update my list here, Jaded Kate put it out for us. Thank you, Jaded Kate. We've got another one for Jamie Lee coming up next. And then we have Mustafa. Ooh, I want to hear what's going on with you, Mustafa. Amadi, hello, how are you? I didn't see you come in. Thank you for being here. And Dr. Lee, love that too. Right, and Julie, my friend, Julie. All right. So, oh, Dr. Red, that's why I didn't see Dr. Lee, because it's Dr. Red. Oh, got it. All right, Jamie, let's get to your second question. Thank you, dear, for your donation. I went for an interview a few days back, and I want to know if I've gotten the job. I'll only know next week, but I'm so anxious. Yeah. I walk out of there going, all right, what do you think? All right, well, I'm going to tell you, my friend, I'm very, very much trying to drive it home about the law of attraction. Imagine getting the call. Imagine it. Not what they're even going to say, really, other than you got the call and it's good news. Obviously you want to think about good news in that case, but yeah, you got to picture it. You got to feel it. You got to envision it, and you got to get out of your own way. Don't think about the what if, oh, geez, blah, blah, blah. Imagine it happening. All right. So what's going on with Jamie Lee's interview? A few days ago, did she get the job? What's going to happen on this phone call? What's going to happen next week? Ugh, don't you just, I hate waiting. And that's not a very law of attraction thing to say, but I really don't care for it. Sometimes, though, that's, I think, the mastery is trying to figure out how to have patience. Seriously, that's what I think. All right, friends, let's find out what's going on. Pacha. Oh, okay. So we've got our Nine of Swords. This is you picking up on, this is picking up on you 100%. This is our Nine of Swords. This is about thoughts and ideas. That's what one of the things swords is about. And she's obviously, this weird deviant moon person is obviously overthinking and can't stop thinking. If imagine these are thoughts, thought, and she's like, oh no, and I have things biting me, and oh no, I got a weird cat on my bed. You know, it's about overthinking and getting yourself all riled up. That makes sense. That's picking up on you. You must really be anxious. All right, things are moving. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you have these thoughts, these feelings, or it's, yeah, I mean, I don't even know how else to say that. So you have these thoughts and feelings. Then we are going to use this as our clarifier. As we know, the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to have patience. Patience. The patience, you know, this guy's getting all sad, like, oh man, I want some more pentacles, or where are the leaves, or, you know, whatever he's thinking. You know, and he's just waiting patiently, hoping, you know, I don't know, the leaves are going to pop out, or another pentacle or something. But, you know, he's waiting, right? So we're waiting. Here's the cause, probably, or not the cause. This is the lead, or, contributing to this sad moment or anxious moment, right? The waiting. So that makes sense. We already kind of know this, though, so this isn't anything that's new. We do have our Emperor here. This talks about an older person's influence a lot of times. I'm not sure that necessarily we're talking about age all the time. Sometimes it's somebody who's a little bit more accomplished, or was done, who's a little farther along in the journey or the ladder or whatever. So clearly there are managers, there's somebody, a hiring manager, somebody's looking at this, HR, who knows. So I think that's kind of pulling that in. I think it is in the process of being reviewed and all that great stuff. You know, there is a procedure. Obviously, we all realize this. And, you know, they can't make offers until they've, you know, seen all the candidates and things like that. But they sometimes already have an idea, you know, they know, like, yeah, we're gonna offer it to so and so, or, you know, but they gotta, you know, follow their commitment and make sure they've seen everybody. I used to be a job recruiter. That is why I say these things. I'm serious, guys. I've done a little bit of everything almost. Anyway, so our Emperor, back to this. This talks about success, though. This talks about you know, having that earthly kind of accomplishment. That's exactly what we're going for. We want success. This looks solid. The Emperor, notice, is standing on a checkerboard floor. I always like to point that out because it looks like a chessboard, and it's strategy, it's planning. I think it's in the works. Then we've got our Chariot here. Now the Chariot, I was just talking about it a little bit ago. I don't know if you heard, in that particular deck, it was a witch with a sidecar. And that meant that deck is really pulling in that extra support and partnership. In this deck, we've got our crabby looking dude. I don't know what's his deal, but he's moving. But can't you, just looking at this card, can't you just hear the wheels and the smoke? Boop, boop, like he's going, you know, don't you hear that? So, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. All right, so anyway, this talks about moving forward, but it feels like, again, it feels like for you, the weight is, you know, it's like, oh my God, when is it going to pop? And you know it's going to come next week, but you feel like it's 100 years from now, right? Well, the Chariot is saying, don't worry about that. It doesn't matter about that. It is moving forward. This is talking about action. This is talking about change. This is talking about exciting movement. So yeah, let's see the outcome. Things are moving. I think you just can't see it. This is you thinking. This is you waiting. This is the HR or wherever it is, and this is where it's moving forward, but it's going a little cranky, like cranking the gear, you know? So let's see what our outcome is. We also want to know, are you going to get it? It looking good. Good job. Go. All right, we got 8 of Cups. So now our 8 of Cups, now she's kind of pushing away those other cups and wanting to get something else, right? We've got other candidates maybe who are going to be pushed out. We've got emotional kind of thing where we're looking for more of an emotional satisfaction. We need to do a clarifier on that. We got to see what that means, because that's not giving it to me. That's not giving it to me. What does this mean, Tarot? Please. On another 8. Ooh, interesting. All right, so we've got our 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is talking about putting kind of your, it's very dramatic. Look at, she's like very dramatic, like, oh no. And this girl's going, oh no. I think what these are saying, and being both 8s, Swords is communication, 8 or Cups, I mean, is emotion and fuzzy feelings, you know, that kind of a thing. I think what this is saying is, this is still talking about the emotions you're going through, and we could put that on it, man. And you are feeling this, baby. You are feeling it. We need another one. We need more for Jamie Lee. It's not answering. It might not be decided yet, honey. Okay, it's not decided yet. I don't think it's decided yet. I really don't. I think it's in the progress, though. I don't think it's decided. I'm wondering if there are other candidates that they have to see still. I don't think it's decided. Yeah, I mean, I can pull cards all day, but it's not gonna. Yeah, I've already. I don't think so. One more. Give me one more, please, because I don't like not knowing stuff. I do not like not knowing. Judgment. A decision is coming. It's not been decided. Judgment is a decision. Rebirth. This is like starting again. This is all about going forward. It hasn't been decided. It has not been decided. Ooh, Jamie, that's probably not as satisfying as having a yes or a no. But you're in the candidate pool. You are. Ooh, Jaded Kate. Or not, yeah, Jamie Lee. Sorry, I mixed you up. Ooh, Jamie Lee, I'm sorry I couldn't get a yes or a no, but you know, we gotta go with what the cards are saying, and I just don't think it's been decided yet. Whoa! All right, Mustafa, you're welcome, Jamie Lee. I wish I wanted a yes. I wanted a yes, but you know, I gotta read them the way they are, though. But you're still in the running. All right, Charlie Bear, how are you doing, Charlie Bear? All right, so we have gone. Here's Jane J. got the list. Jaded K got it up there too. We just finished Jamie Lee, so I'm going to put Jane's up. Mustafa, what is your question, my friend? Hey, maybe it's a boring one today, like, what kind of socks should I wear? But you usually have interesting things going on. Here, yeah, look it. I'm such an interesting guy, always caught up in the most bizarre. You are, and that's what makes it fun. Isn't life great? If it weren't exciting, it would, you know, gotta have some excitement. All right, Mustafa, I'm just waiting on your question, my friend, and then I will get it up there. Ooh, I was gonna pin it to the top. Darn it, I forgot. I wanted to remind you about my Fiverr stuff, guys. I'm available on Fiverr. What's going on here? If you want private readings and to help me support the channel, Fiverr is just a freelance website that you freelancers go on, you know, so building a website, designing a logo, blah, blah, you know, that kind of stuff. And readings, go over to Fiverr. I have 3 packages. They start at $5. $5, what? How can you get better than $5? All right. And then it's recorded. You can watch it. The link is in my description if you're interested. All right. You say you typed your question above. Let me find you. I must have missed it then. I just saw this one. Ooh, I see something. Male cousin. What does that mean? Ah, I found it. Got it. Takes me a minute sometimes. All right. My question is, how did my male cousin S think and feel about me calling him out for being two-faced and for joking around that I'll send a jinn spirit named Rayon to him for being annoying? How did he react? Okay, and then you say you like messing with him. Okay, let's find out what he thought. Let us see what we can see. I'm going to use, we're going to use Tarot in Wonderland because that seems kind of like, two worlds, you know? I have a feeling your cousin was like, what? Now, I do not have, geez, I'm dropping stuff. Okay, I got it. I do not have any idea about that spirit work or spell work you're doing. I just don't have any clue. So I won't even try to speak to it. We're just going to read the cards exactly like we see them. And maybe you can help connect some dots if there's something I'm unclear on, because I don't know enough about that kind of thing. But I think the main question, though, is about how he felt, not necessarily about spirit work. So I don't think, I'll be confused too much. So let's see what we've got. Remember what I say, guys, this is my cell phone to the universe. I dial it in, I ask in the question, and the energy is transmitted through the cards like a cell phone. All right, cousin. All right, cousin. What'd you think about that? What'd you think about that? Ooh, okay, we've got the King of Pentacles. Ooh, that's interesting. We have to see what these are, of course, but the King of Pentacles energy is what was surrounding this situation. King of Pentacles, this is somebody who is very smart, very sensible, very much a leader. This is somebody who kind of has everything at his disposal. Look at him. He's not the magician. I mean, obviously the magician would be something completely different. And however, look at what he's got. He's got his pentacle. He's got his little teacups and all the other stuff that he does when he has his little, tea parties, the Mad Hatter. But that shows that he knows a lot. Do you understand? Like, he knows a lot of things. He's a stable guy. He is also somebody who promotes others, which is very, very, very interesting, because you specifically identified Rehan, the spirit, which again, I don't know what that's about, but you identified it, right? You called it out. This card is like literally saying what you did. I think what this is saying too, though, is your cousin's view is that you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. So he probably believed you for sure. Yeah. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We've got a lot of kings here. Do you see this? Woo. We got a lot of strong personality action going on. All right. We got our King of Pentacles, as we talked about already. This is our energy card, which will clarify all of these. The first one on deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new opportunity to do something. I think he believed you, honey. And I'm not saying I do or don't believe you myself. I'm just saying he believed you. And this is about kind of planting a seed for something that involves your daily life. Now, I realize a spirit would not be tangible, physical, earthly world, but this guy, your cousin, is in the earthly world, and he thinks something's going to change now in his world, right? Because of that spiritual, I don't even know what else to call it, but that is, you're calling upon things he does believe it will make a difference. He thinks something will happen from it. He thinks something will happen. All right. So here we've got the King of Cups and we have the King of Swords. Are you kidding me? And these are clarified by what? The King of Pentacles. We got a lot going on in here. Okay. So I think he believes you. And I think he's, feeling like, you know what? He, as much as you might feel like, you mess with this guy and all this, I think he kind of I don't know if I want to say looks up to you, like idolizing, but you think he does respect you, and he has feelings, that you're part of his world or his life or his family or whatever. The King of Cups talks about having feelings, but stepping back, not wanting to mess it up with anybody. So I don't think, he's going to be that one who says, hey, dude, let's, I'm going to hang back. I'm not going to lay it all out there, but he does have feelings, does care about you, but he's holding it back. And here, I think he believes you, but he's going to act like, nope, I don't care what you say. I'm sitting on my wall. You can't get through my wall with your spirits or with your words. So I think he has feelings for you, meaning he cares about you. He knows there is a bond there. What are you saying here? You told him that you were just joking. I think he believes you, honey. I think he still believes you because he looks up to you. I think he thinks that you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. I think he looks up to you. I don't think he necessarily is like subservient to you. I don't mean that, but I think he feels like stuff. What's going on. He does have feelings. He doesn't want to upset you ever. He doesn't want to piss you off. Maybe he knows about the ant, and he doesn't want to mess with you. And he's also kind of put up that armor now to say, I don't believe you. Nope. And you can't get through my wall. So, whether he really believes that in the end or not is left to be seen. But I think he's a little nervous about that. Let's see what our outcome is. This is our cut card. Go. Oh, boy. All right. Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity here. Again, I think that, he's going to maybe even be asking you a little bit more about these things. And it might be stemming out of fear. It might be out of ignorance. I don't know what it is and I'm curious, or fear, it could be. But I think ultimately he's probably going to approach you and say, you know what? I want to know more about this. And it might simply just to be to understand it, not necessarily to join in. But, I definitely, it's not communication. If it were swords, I'd be like, yeah, he's going to say something for sure. But I think he's thinking about it while he sits on his wall. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. He's really floating around like the King of Cups. And he's like, what is this? What is it? Maybe just to satisfy curiosity. It could be because he wants to understand and be able to, immerse himself. I don't know which. But I do think he's curious. But he does believe that you're onto something. Whoa, Mustafa, you always have interesting questions. Love it. All right. Amadi, how are you, Amadi? Thank you so much. Yeah, Jaded Kate, those were pretty dark waters on that King of Cups. That makes a lot of sense too. Good call. See, our intuition picks up on things from the images. That's why it's images, they all mean something. All the cards have a meaning. And, but the artwork is different. And sometimes it draws your attention to something more. Things stand out more to you. That's your intuition talking too, All right, Amadi. Let me find your question, Amadi. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for your donation. All right, let me get to Amadi, though. Amadi donated, and I'm going to find you. And if you haven't posted the question, please post at the bottom. Here's the list right now, and I am doing Amadi right now, so she's not on the list. And Jennifer just donated as well, so she'll be after Charlie Bear. Jennifer Demirci, is that how you say your name? I like it. I like it. All right, I'm not seeing you, Amadi. I'm not seeing. Maybe I wrote Mustafa, and on the next line I wrote your last name. I think that's what I did. What a dope. What a dope. I was like, that name sounds so familiar. Yeah, could be somebody's first name. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, Dr. Red. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. But that's why I picked up your last name as another name. Ignore me. Ignore me. Dr. Red. Let's get to your question. That was just a little intermission of craziness. Do, 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 do. Not seeing it. Bonk, bonk. Dr. Red. Go ahead and repost it, Dr. Red. I see you talking, but I don't see your question. So, oh, I found it. I found it. Right as I say it. Always. It's like always when that happens. It's so weird. Okay. How does he think of me, and does he think of other options? Ooh, all right, Dr. Red. Let's find out. We're going to use what? Ooh, no, I don't want that. Ooh, yes, I do. We're going to use the Arcanum. All right. All right, so Arcanum Tarot. We need to know, how does he think of Dr. Red? How does the person Dr. Red is thinking about think about Dr. Red, and does he think of other options, or is he kind of on Dr. Red? I want to sing that song. Dr. Love, they call me Dr. Love. Dr. Love. Oh, I can really get down and sing all kinds of 80s and 90s rock songs if you'd like, but I will spare you the torture. Actually, that one's from the 70s, I think. I don't know. Who knows? I was born in 69. Now, obviously, in 1969, I was a baby. I was not listening to rock, but creeping on up there a little bit, and I certainly was. King of Pentacles again. Wow. We had King of Pentacles for the last reading as well, or the 2 readings ago. This is the overarching energy. This is what is strongest, and this is what the tarot is picking up on first. The King of Pentacles energy is saying that this is all about someone who's very stable and sensitive, or not sensitive, sensible, thinks clearly, knows what to do. Pentacles is a really big kind of like planning card, like a functional card or a suit. And, you know, work and career and your everyday life, things that are in your earthly existence, right? So, but my point is, it's very functional, meaning I'm going to walk slowly. I'm going to plan. I'm going to think about this before I, you know, move forward. So, this is somebody who thinks. Now, court cards are often personality types, but they're not always. Sometimes they are a situation. So we got to look at this and see if this is potentially your person. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we are looking now. Okay, so I do think this is personality. Now, again, our king is obviously a male. This can also be a woman. It just means there's there's more masculine energy. We all have feminine and masculine energy, but so typically represents a man, but not always. And the same with queens for women. I am not sure. I know you said he for that, but Dr. Red, I'm not sure if you're male or female. So if you're male, don't be put off because this is a queen. This I do think is about Dr. Red. I think, your person. Your person is, you know, thinking, considering, deciding what to do. Here we've got our Queen of Cups. This might be picking up on you. Are you kind of being emotional about anything? Emotions look to be like kind of in the picture somehow. There is an emotional component here that is playing into some decision making. You asked if there are other options, and we have our choices card. So this to me is saying there are some options, but this also is a card that says our person here, this person, our king, your person, is not wanting to make the wrong choice. So being careful to consider options, wanting to stay away from too much emotion, right? The emotion is what might be making some choices. Now, I'm not sure if you are feeling like maybe you are emotional. Okay, you're a female. I read. Okay, honey, I just wasn't sure. And I never want to assume. Sometimes I fall into like those traditional gender things, but I'm trying to be gender neutral for everybody, to be respectful for everyone. But anyway, well, then that makes even more sense because it is a little bit stronger feminine and stronger masculine. But this talks about our choices. Let's put on and see. We'll see what direction he's leaning, because I do think he's making a choice. The 8 of Wands talks about moving. This talks about heat, fire. Things are moving. Things are changing. This talks about rapidly changing events. You know, things are changing. So where is it going? Where is it changing? What in the hell is going on? We need to know. Do you feel like you are kind of emotional? If not, then that's what's going to tip the scales. Whoever's emotional is not going to be getting this. All right. So where is Dr. Red in this choices? Where is Dr. Red in the options? This is about. Okay, well, right now, 8 of Swords is telling me right of now that you're kind of putting out a vibe that you are kind of feeling stuck, or like you're immobilized. You know, this is what our 8 of Swords is about. Look at her. She's trapped there. But notice, she is trapped. She could literally, see the blindfold, see her hand? She could literally pull that off in like 1 second. And she could see that, yeah, you got these swords around you, but you know what you can do? Zoop, you walk right out. You don't need to do that. So these are self-imposed thoughts. We have, I am so big into the law of attraction and our thoughts, guys. I'm not going to ram it down your throat, even though I do a little bit. If you're going to walk around feeling like it's not going to work out, or, ooh, he's not going to choose me, or, ooh, the other people are better, or, ooh, why would he want me? You're going to get more reasons to see that, more reasons to feel that. It's like you're a magnet bringing more of that crap to you. You know, it doesn't mean you can deny reality or not think. Of course, you're supposed to do that. But you got to try to manifest this stuff in your favor. You can't be working against yourself by being the Eight of Swords. Do you see what I mean? So, all right. So wait a minute. Let's look at the outcome energy first. We're going to look at the outcome and see if this kind of answers the question. Cut card is the outcome energy. Go. All right. The Hierophant. He is trying to take a more traditional approach. This tells me that, you know, it's the emotions that I think he has feelings for you. I don't think he doesn't, but I think the emotions kind of throw him off. I think he likes to be a little bit more level-headed. So, you know, I'm not saying change who you are or don't be true to yourself, but, you know, it is kind of looking like maybe there is a little bit of an emotional component in there, why it's not like slam dunk. Let me see what you're saying. You don't feel that. So you don't feel like you're kind of trapped in your head about it. Okay. Well, let's get another one on there and see if we can determine, and then we'll kind of sum it all up. Let's see. Let's do one more. 5. Okay. This is about crying over spilled milk. This is about saying, oh no, my cups are spilled. And then, duh, look at that. You got 2 right there, right? So this is saying don't be looking for trouble. Don't be looking for trouble. Even though I do think there are other options being considered, I think if you can kind of keep that emotional kind of thing in check, he is moving forward with planning and thinking. He is going to be making a change here soon. You said you don't feel like that's you. Maybe it's picking up on him. Maybe he's feeling like he can't decide because he doesn't know what he wants, or he doesn't want to give up on somebody because he is afraid he'll make the wrong choice. Could be that. This is saying, you know what? Don't be thinking about, this is exactly what I said. You know, don't be thinking about what's not happening. Be thinking about what is. You know, if you're having conversations, even though you might not know the final outcome or what the true direction is, think about if you enjoyed that conversation. Think about what is going well. Don't think about what is spilled. You don't like someone. You don't like someone is better out there. I don't know what that means, hon. I'm not sure. No, I don't like someone. I don't like someone is better out there. I'm not sure what that means, hon. I'm not sure. All right. Well, that's what I'm getting. So I'm hoping that helped. I hope that helped. It sounds like you might be a little confused. So I'm sorry if that's what happened. I'm not sure, but I don't quite understand your last comment. Oh, never mind. Okay. Maybe I answered the question. All right. So, Jane J, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We've got Julie up next, and we have Charlie Bear, Jennifer, and then Jaded Kate. It is already 12:43, and we've got quite a few donations stacking up. So you know what? You know, Jaded Kate says the formula seems like when we reach 10 is what the timing works out. Okay. You guys are managing the chat, so I will allow, you know, the extra time. I trust your judgment on that. So thank you guys, Jane J and Jaded Kate. And yes, Jane, yes, now that I'm feeling better today, I can stick around. Yesterday was a no. Bleh. All right, Julie, let's find out what's going on, Julie. Oh, my ex Tucker and I are still good friends. Does he secretly want us to get back together? Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay, let's find out. I'm excited about this one. All right. What do I want? I have so many choices. Let's use the modern spellcasters. Ooh, guys, just wait till after Christmas because I asked for a bunch of tarot decks And if I get Amazon gift cards, my wish list is getting long. Guess what it is? Almost all tarot decks. Love tarot. All right, so Tucker, what's going on? You secretly want to get back together with Julie. He is still my best friend and family. Awesome. That is awesome. Not everybody can do that, and it sounds like you're in touch with emotions and reality and all that. So I'll give you a lot of credit because not everybody can do that. Our egos get in the way, our you know, all that stuff. All right. Good one to listen to about that kind of a thing is Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer, he's awesome. Unfortunately, he died, I don't even know now. It's been a couple years or a few years. But anyway, he's awesome. He was the author of Your Erroneous Zones. It's very good. Anyway, I'm full of knowledge. I'm full of recommendations. Okay, let's see what's going on with Tucker. Tucker, are you secretly wanting to get back with Julie? Let's see what our energy looks like. Ace of Swords. Ooh, we got to see what this means. The Ace of Swords can mean a couple different things. It talks about new thoughts, new ideas, new communication. But guess what else? New truth. New truth. It starts with new truth. It could, we got to see, but that's the first thing that pops up. Oh man. Jaded Kate, yes, erroneous zone. Erogenous zones, right? That's probably why I couldn't say it right, because I was like, wow. There you go. Okay, so back to Julie, sorry. Oh man, you got Queen of Swords energy. Holy crap. All right. I do think that there is something about that going on. Okay, so I don't see cups. So I'm not seeing like, oh my God, you know, there are a ton of cups and things like that, or any ton of love I meant, or anything like that. Let me think here. The Emperor. It's interesting because the Emperor sometimes pops up when you need to be more forceful about something, when you need to take a stand and say what you need to say, but it's following the Queen of Swords, who is the master of saying what you need to say. So I think maybe that there is some kind of residual issue that has maybe not gotten that closure moment for him. I don't know that he wants to necessarily get back together. But I do think there might be some kind of closure required or hoped for. We've got this. This is about a truth, right? I'm going to stick with that. This is our new truth over on each of these. The new truth. New truth on what? Okay, so Hanged Man. This is about seeing things differently. This is about looking at it from a different perspective. We're looking at what? Looking at truth, okay? Somebody who has maybe perhaps told it like it is already. Maybe you pulled out your Queen of Swords energy and said, you know, when you broke up, or, you know, as your friendship developed, you know, maybe you didn't have to say, this is what's going to happen. You didn't have to say that, but you were obviously in charge of what you wanted to say. You weren't wishy-washy. You kind of said those things, do you see? And then like I was saying, that was kind of contradictory because we have our Emperor here, and this talks about needing to be more forceful. So I'm going to say, I think there is a closure issue. I don't think it's a get back together situation, but maybe what you're picking up on is a need to maybe talk through something. You know, that is, look at Jaded Kate, man. She's pulling out all kinds of cool stuff. Look at that. She is absolutely right. What Jaded Kate is pointing out is that the tree is right in the middle of the light and dark side. And that is a very good point. You know, maybe, again, I'm going with closure on all these cards. That drives that home even harder. Thanks, Kate. But you're absolutely right. And yeah, I definitely, I think there's a closure thing that needs to happen, and it's not a get back together though. All right, let's look at our outcome, Julie. Boom. All right, we've got 4 cups. Well, here's our cups. This is our cups. This talks about not wanting more. It literally does. The Four of Cups, look at, a lot of times the drawing or the artwork, I mean, in the deck is a man sitting by a tree and a poof out of the sky, a little hand out of the cloud is handing him another cup and he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to look at it. So no, I don't think he wants to get back together, but I think there's a closure issue, perhaps, that you know, what are you going to do? You can't go fishing and be like, hey man, do you have some closure issues? You can't say that, but there might be something. So, you know, use your intuition. If it flows naturally, organically, you know, and if it seems to be a problem that's just not going away or addressed, then maybe you can say, hey, what's the deal? But right now, I don't really think that's it. I think there is a closure perhaps that needs to be closed, a closure that needs to be closed. But I don't think it's a get back together situation. Yeah. Yes, you want to be with Mike. So that's good. Yes, that's good. And you don't want him to feel bothered. I don't think so. I think it's a little bit of a closure. I think it's a closure thing. Maybe that will come out as you talk about Mike. And again, I don't think it is necessarily because he says, I want you to be with me. I think it's because, hey, this reminded me of when this happened and we never closed that door, or we never shut the door or a chapter on that particular item or action or whatever situation. Ooh, does that make sense? Woo, I hope that was helpful. You're very welcome, hun. Yeah, you're right. You guys are still going slow. A train is moving, though. It's Friday. I wonder what's happening with you. All right, Charlie Bear is up next. Thank you, my friend. All right, looking for a general reading for the next 6 weeks, please. Ooh, all right, so we're looking at the next 6 weeks. Let us use the, no, I don't want that one. I changed my mind, don't I? That's why life is exciting. We're going to use today's journey. I haven't used this one in a while. I actually just used it today for a private reading. Mike has not responded to your messages. Well, Julie, you pull your Queen of Swords out of the pocket. You wait. You don't have to be a bitch. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know what? Calm, cool, collective, whatever, you know? Hey man, doesn't bother me. Doesn't matter to me. I hope I see you, but if you don't, I'm fine. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, geez, I dropped one. Okay, now 6 weeks for Charlie Bear. What should Charlie Bear be looking for over the next 6 weeks? 6 weeks, please. All right, so we're going to do this a little different. We're going to pull out 6 weeks, and then we'll see what we need, okay? So week 1, we're just going to get a snapshot. Week 2, week 3, week 4, 5, and I realize you can't see. I'll fix that. 6, okay? So we are going to see, and oh, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? Let's see, that better? Kind of. Okay. Kind of. All right, so let's pull down your question. No, you know what? I like leaving it up. So I'll just do these 3 weeks first. How about that? All right, so we're going to look at the first 3 weeks and see what we can get. We're looking for general things about what you should, general sense, love, work, home. What are we looking at? Oh boy. Okay. So we have the sun. Okay. So something is coming in the next 6 weeks. So I would say we can assume, like, let's just say Sunday, because this is Friday, obviously. So the sun, this is awesome. This talks about some kind of happy moment, talking about some kind of achievement, and it also involves making money. This is an achievement, a success card. And again, it does talk about achieving, like, your goals, your ambitions, and things like that. It talks about talents that you have. It is a warning sometimes about not letting yourself get burnt out. Get it? The sun. Woo, don't get burnt out. It says illumination, but this is the sun. So week 1, that's looking awesome. And now we have week 2. We have the Fool. It's called beginning in this deck, but this is talking about, anything is possible here. Anything is possible. It talks also sometimes about making the first steps on a new journey. It also talks about trust your intuition. Look at how the artist has done this deck. She's reading tarot cards. What? So trusting your intuition, feeling it out. Whatever comes this week might be what obviously this is about. So, yeah. So the next 2 weeks look to me like there's going to be something cooking, something that you are going to be happy about. So now, excuse me, now week 3, we've got Mother of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry. Now this queen, well, first let me say, this queen, she is very stable, of course, because she's a queen. She's knows what's up. She is a bit of a, she likes to have control over what's going on in her world. This is somebody who is a great planner, like, well, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. But that's just it. She's a planner. Like, hey, I got this great idea, do it this way. But then, you know, she's like an idea man. You know, she comes up with the ideas. One other thing, and why I was giggling, is because this card is an awesome card to pop up for job security. You know, this is about job security. So I'm not sure what you are doing exactly, but I do know you've had some work things cooking and playing out and things like that, just based on some of the other questions you've asked and things you've told me over time. But the cards are saying this, and that's what they're saying. I mean, that's about job security. I mean, what am I going to do? All right, so let's scoot it up a bit so we can see these. All right, so week 5, 6, and 7. Wait, what am I saying? I can't count 4, 5, 6. Man, I'm telling you, that stomach bug knocked me on my ass. All right. So that's a good 3 weeks coming up. And then that looks very much, it ends, at least week 3 looks like, you know, it's job security pops out to me quite a bit. So week 4, what are we looking at? We're looking at the 5 of Earth. This is Pentacles. Again, work, home, life in some way, like your physical world. This is kind of about sticking together with your friends, you know, wanting maybe, and again, it doesn't have to necessarily be friends. It could be colleagues. It could be the people that you work with, the people that you mentor, that are mentors, or the people that you mentor, or, you know, this is about, you know, a friendship kind of thing. Sometimes, not clearly, she's at a funeral. That's like, hey, that doesn't look like friends to me. But what it is it's saying, I can't jump in there with you, but, you know, because friends always stick together, right? So that's how the artist chose to do this. So don't worry, there's no funeral. But the symbolism is, you know, people stick together, and this is how you walk forward, is by the support of others, you know, and so by supporting other people, we get something back in return too. So it's either way, it's two-way street. So you might have something to do with another person, a friend, a colleague, something happening week 4. Now we've got the Youth of Water. This is the Page of Cups. This is the brand new message. This is something coming in. The pages are always about new information coming in. Again, this is, or no, this isn't the, this isn't the page. I'm sorry. This is the Knight. The Knight, look at him coming in on his surfboard. In a love question, I would say, ooh la la. You know, this is not love or work per se. This is general. So this could mean something is in your love life looking up. In a general sense, that could mean, you know, some romance happening. But in another sense too, since it is general, we can apply it to your life, you know, your career. There's something that you're going to be feeling like everything's jiving. Things are jiving. It could be, again, a romantic night, though, or a day, or like, oh, I'm so in love with you. You know, one of those kinds of feelings, because the 6 weeks is a long time, you know, so we got that going. And now look at this. Do you see what we've got here? We had the Queen of Earth, and now here we got the Father. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Our King of Pentacles, this is why I'm going work, because this is Pentacles. And even though I'm saying that this is could be a romantic week for you, this could also be falling in love with what you're doing and how things are going, feeling like, again, everything's jiving. So our Father of Earth, our King of Pentacles, is somebody who is very much a stable, sensible person who is very good in business. This is a business aptitude kind of master. You know, he's good at it. He also is somebody who likes to promote others. So he will oftentimes be pointing out, raising people up, lifting people up, saying, you're great, you do this, you can do it, you know, that kind of a thing. So things are looking pretty good. Let me see what's going on here. I see you. Week 5, trying on your wedding dress, just waiting for the shop to say it's called in. Maybe that's where that is. Ooh la la, and romance wedding. Ooh, that looks good. Now, let me see if I got your smile. You rang about getting a room for counseling. Hope it'll be able to rent and start back to private work. Well, this looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. This is a success. Wishes fulfilled. This is starting something new. Here's the planning stages, but, you know, getting ready about it, thinking about what am I going to do? Now you have job security. This is talking about friends stick together. Maybe there's some disappointment, like, oh, I didn't get the call for my dress. And you're talking to your fiance like, oh, you know, and there, it's okay, honey. Yeah, no, it's okay, but I want to talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. Yeah, whatever. Or it could be, like I said before, working with somebody to help continue this progress. Here's your romance. This could be your wedding dress, like you said. And then here we go. Here is the helping people. You're talking about counseling. I mean, promoting people, promoting. You can do it, lifting people's spirits up. Oh, honey, this looks good. This looks really, really good for the next 6 weeks. Ooh, Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear. All right, I'm sending you some positive energy. I am sending you some success. I'm picturing that phone ringing. Picturing that phone ringing and good news coming. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let us see. You are welcome, Charlie Bear. All right. So it is 1 o'clock, so I am going to be shutting down both lists at this point. I know we were looking till we reached 10, but we didn't, and that's okay. I am going to shut it down at 1 o'clock or as close to 1 and then finish out my donations, obviously. But right now, this is the donation time is up. So now we go. So actually, Jaded Kate just put list is open, and that's because we did discuss waiting until we reach 10, but it is 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna whatever comes first, right? So I am going to do that. I put my banner up. Don't worry, I'm still gonna do. I have 2 donations lined up right now. We have Jennifer and we have Jaded Kate. Okay, and I'm gonna find your question, Jennifer. Woo, got it. Wow, I'm a detective. I better not get cocky. Okay. Why is the connection with Justin so strong? Ooh, all right. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for this. We need to know. We need to know. And thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. I don't know if I said thank you. Make sure you know how much I appreciate you. All right. Why is the connection with Justin so strong? Oh, my. I shuffle terribly. God. See, law of attraction. I got to quit saying that. I got to say I shuffle fabulous. I shuffle fabulous. All right. I've been posting quite a bit about law of attraction, little snippets so that you can listen to some of the good teachers out there. They are snippets, assuming you have kind of a little bit of a foundation knowledge about law of attraction. If you don't, and those aren't really speaking to you because you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. A lot of people have seen The Secret. I would say The Secret is an awesome movie, and it's got a lot of these teachers in The Secret talking about the law of attraction. The Secret is a good, like, volume 1. You know, it's a great book or a movie. Watch the movie if you want. It's online and it's free. I think on YouTube you can find it. It's a really good primer. It's good. I'm not knocking it at all, but there is so much more that it, you know, needs to touch on. So it is a very good basis. And it's like, the movie's like an hour. Go watch it or rewatch it. All right, Justin, what's going on? Why is this connection so strong? Now, Jennifer, are you guys friends? And you're feeling like, ooh, or are you dating and you're feeling like this is the one, or what are you thinking? What are you thinking? All right, we're doing the Wizard's Tarot, as I said. as I make a mess. There we go. Cha. All right. Ooh, our energy is 9 of Swords. Okay. So somebody is really overthinking some things, thinking about a lot of things. This is somebody who's really, contemplating things. Swords are about thoughts and this and ideas, things like that. Look at her. She's like laying on top of a bed of swords because it's pervasive. It's constantly thinking. It's like, and I don't know if it's literally keeping, well, I don't know. Is this you or Justin? I mean, let's play it out and see what these are. But somebody's, I don't know if it's literally staying up all night on a bed of swords, but it's somebody who's thinking a lot and feeling like, kind of despondent. Like, I don't know what to do. What should I do? Kind of, that kind of a thing. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. More thinking. Oh. More thinking and moving forward. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we got more thinking. All right, thinking. Lots of thinking. On the Four of Swords, which is more thinking. Notice the difference, though. This one, she's laying on top of it like, oh, my God. This is the thinking on top. Look, it's kind of coming above her, right? Because this one is not crying about it. This one is not about feeling like, I don't know what to do. This one is saying like calmly, like, all right, what am I going to do? So the Four of Swords is about refocusing your energy, your thoughts, and deciding a new direction. It's kind of like looking back on where you've been and where it's gotten you up to this point, and kind of thinking about how do I want to plan things going forward. Wow, so we got double thinking. All right, now we have the Four of Pentacles. We have 2 4s right in a row. Woo! 4 is my number. I'll have to tell you guys the story another day, but remember that. Our Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles talks about kind of holding in things tight. It's like a lot of times when you see this card, it's a man sitting on like a treasure chest and he's holding all his pentacles. Like, don't take my pentacles. Well, this is obviously a door and things are closed up tight. In this case, with this question, I think that, you're trying to hold on to things. You're trying to hold on, holding on tight to something. Well, let's see, what are you doing here? You feel like he's the one, but you're not single. Ooh, okay. So you're not single and you're connected and you're long distance dating friend. But you're not single. So you're feeling like you're trapped behind these doors. Holy shit. That's it. Here, what else? Yes, me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Falling in love with him, but not single. So yeah. Holy shit. That's you. Okay, and here, you can't move forward because you're trapped, you're stuck, you don't know what to do. You can't come out of this because you got chains on there. You're feeling like that. It's not to say you're literally stuck. I get it. You're holding on tightly to what you have in your relationship. That's it. Oh my God. Okay, and the next, next we have the Chariot, and this talks about choosing your own path. This talks about, deciding where you're going to go. And look he's a wizard or a whatever. And he's got his wands. He's ready to go. Do you know, when you see wands, like the suit of wands is different. When I say wands, I'm talking about just like a regular wand, like anybody would have. And a wand often signifies as is above, so is below. So it's like when you get, and again, that's a huge law of attraction, a catchphrase for lack of a better word. And it is very true. It's like what you're thinking, what you're manifesting, what you're putting out there, it's eventually going to show up on below in your life, So, this is saying, this is about creating something and moving forward with it. Oh, okay. So this isn't saying, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, just move on. I'm not saying that at all. Let's see what else is going on. But this is definitely you thinking, you've been like, oh no, what to do? And then here you're like, all right, I'm starting to think maybe I should make a plan of doing this, but I feel stuck. I'm stuck behind these doors. There are chains. I don't know how to get out. But this is saying like, yep, you're going to bust through. So you're going to bust through. Does this mean you're going to bust through with Justin? This is all talking about you. This has not said anything about why the connection is strong. So let me do one more card here and just see if I can get a little bit more on why are you so connected? What is the draw? Okay, are you unhappy in your current relationship? Are you unhappy? You are maybe not going as far as you want to go, maybe not doing what you need to be doing to try to build that foundation. Maybe you're concerned that the foundation isn't there, or there's not a way to build a life, you know, or oh, here's my door. Wow, this has been a crazy day. That's Amazon probably. Sorry, I'm gonna wait a second for the dog. Bella, come here. Come here, Bella. It's okay. It's Amazon. It's Christmas presents. Don't bark. We want Christmas presents. All right, she's good. She'll be fine. She'll stop in a minute. All right, so back to this. You know, you're afraid that the foundation isn't. Hold on. Bella. Come on, Bella. Come here. There we go. I got it with the magic snap. Here they both come. What do you got? You got some food? No, I don't. How about be quiet? Good puppies. All right, lay down. Mama's busy. All right, so sorry about that little interruption. Yesterday, my cat jumped on there. I think it was yesterday. Anyway, back to this. You know, I think you're looking for something else. You're looking for something that's going to be a better foundation. You know, you're not feeling like your foundation is there. Maybe you're feeling like it's shaky, or you're just uncertain. So you're looking through the mirror, like, and look at her. She's going, come on, come through the mirror, and we will do better. This is wands. This is growth. We're going to grow together, you know? So, let me see what you're saying here. You do not live together. It's not a marriage. Okay. This is your person. You want a divorce. We do not live together. It's not a marriage. So you're not living with your current husband. This is it, honey. We never did live together. He lives with his parents and they don't know we're married. Oh my God. It was a secret marriage. Just went down to City Hall. Oh my. Oh, well, you're cleaning house. That's what you're doing. You are cleaning house. Guess what this card also stands for? And I didn't say it before, but now that just because it didn't pop in my head, but now that you're saying what you're saying, the Chariot talks about clearing the clutter from your life. And I am not even kidding. Look it up. Clear the clutter from your life. Wash that shit away. Oh my goodness. So is Justin the right one? Well, I don't know. I'm not seeing it yes or no about that. But I do see what the connection is for you is you think it's going to be a better life. I don't know where, you know, you guys left it or what happened, but obviously you're not together. You know, a lot of times though, honey, we got to be careful because when we're in an unhappy relationship, a lot of times we romanticize the past relationships because that's what we have to kind of relate to because it's our experience, right? I've done it. We've all done it. So I'm not, you know, shaming you at all. But just be careful that that's not part of it. Because sometimes we romanticize the past or the person, and it turns out, yeah, they're not even that great. Maybe you're just looking for something to hang your hat on to help you get the divorce. Oh, we need to see the Queen of Swords. Oh my God, if we pull this cut card and it's the Queen of Swords, that's it. My head will blow off. Okay, let's see. Cut card, what is it? Go. 10 of Swords. Whoa. Okay, so it's not the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords was where I was going to be like, yep, you got to tell him, get the hell out of there, get a divorce, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She would have been the perfect one to see for that. However, the 10 of Swords is just as important because this talks about the finalization of something. This talks about ending something. Oh my goodness, Jennifer. This is saying that, you know what? Justin might be awesome. The pull, though, might be just because that's your lifeline. Whether or not it's actually Justin or not, maybe it is, but that's your lifeline. You gotta find, this is the way you're finding that lifeboat out. And you need to do it. That's a bullshit marriage. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was fun and it thought like a good idea. I'm not trying to shame you at all. Tell you what, so you don't feel bad. Look, this girl, real quick story. My first husband and I, we were together since we were 18. We got divorced at 34. And in there we had 2 children. And we had a divorce and a remarriage. So there you go. I married my first husband twice. La, la, la. Then I was single for many, many, many years. Like, I don't know, not many, but 6 years or so. And then I had a midlife crisis saying, oh my God, I'm going to be alone. And I got married to somebody for 3 months. 3 months. Yes, my midlife crisis marriage. So then I got out of here. So I divorced him. I pretend that one didn't happen. And then 6 years, 2 6s. I didn't even notice that. 6 years later, I met my current husband, who I am obviously my husband, who I'm going to be with. But anyway, I didn't want to be alone. Looking back on it, that midlife crisis marriage made a lot of sense. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong or stupid or, oh boy, it's going to blow up my face. Obviously, I didn't. Later, in retrospect, I can be like, well, that wasn't such a great idea. Do you see where I'm going with that? So, you know what? Be easy on yourself. This is an emotional time. Even when you don't want the marriage anymore, it's still a death of something you thought you were going to have. You still have to mourn the death. And sometimes we're just looking for a little lifeboat. Don't be ashamed of. Are you kidding me, Jennifer? You do you. You do what's right for you. Are you kidding me? Not that I'm like proud, like I'm up on a yay, look at me. I've been divorced 3 times. I've been divorced. Oh my God. I've had 4 marriages with 3 husbands and 3 divorces. So there you go. And again, who cares? Who cares? I made mistakes. I did the best that I could with what I knew at the time. And so did you. You did the best that you could with what you knew at the time. Let yourself off the hook, honey. All right. Good luck. I know where you are, and I know that how you're feeling. I've been there. All right, baby. Good luck. Okay. Jaded Kate, where are you? Oh, you are very independent, so you would just bolt. You know what? See, it takes me a minute, but when I make up my mind, you're right, I'm a trigger puller. I'm like, all right, I decided, boom, we're out. That's what I did with that midlife crisis marriage. I'm like, oh man, I made a huge mistake. Told him that night. Yeah, well, I don't know if it was that night, but I was like, bye, it's over. And he said, you want to go to counseling? And I'm like, yeah, no. How about no? How about we're done? Live your life, off with you, enjoy yourself. Good luck. Leave me be. That's what I say. You do you, Jennifer. Cares, man. Do you? All right, Jaded Kate. Last couple of days, I've been feeling and sensing some sexual energy, and I felt like it came from Sepe. Is he thinking about me in that way? Does he have fantasies and dreams, or maybe even sensual ones? Ooh, you might be picking up on it. You might. All right, let's see. What's a good sexy deck? Ooh. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's a good sexy deck right now. I don't want that one. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, let's use the Witch's Tarot. It's not exactly a sexy deck, but it works. It called my name. You're welcome, Jennifer. All right. Jaded Kate. All right. This is going to be my last reading for today. Jane J, please stick around. Jane J, and I have an arrangement offline. So I am going to do one last reading for her. But right now we're doing Jaded Kate. All right. So what's this? Ooh, shit. Dropped everything. Okay. So what's this sensual energy coming in? Jaded Kate, you got some strong intuition. You got some strong intuition. Is this Sepe? Is this Sepe? All right. Is this Sepe? What is the deal? I'm not even going to look at the cards. I'm going to call it. I'm betting yes. I'm betting yes. Let's find out. Woo! Let's find out. 9 of Pentacles. Look at her. She's all sexy sitting there like, yeah, I got my pentacles. This is all about, now it's Pentacles, so this isn't like cups and sensual suit, but this is called oftentimes the Success card. The Knight of Pentacles talks about, wanting to enjoy look at her. She's sitting in like a little paradise. She's got little things growing, pentacles growing. Oftentimes, I don't think she is, but often, oh, there it is. There's a bird. Look at a fancy bird. It's talking about being like in a little paradise. Like, yeah, this, we got to see what this is, but I'm thinking that this is how Sepe is thinking about you, about the awesomeness with you, the feelings with you, the sex with you, the laughing with you, whatever with you. And almost kind of imagining it like this when I'm walking around with my bird and my pentacles and I'm standing under an arch and you see? Ooh, all right, let's find out what these are though, because we need to see. We need to see. Are we talking some sexy thoughts? I'm going to say we are. So far, it looks like we are. Okay, so we've got this. We got this small paradise. Sexy, sexy. I think that sounds sexy to me. We got our 7 of Wands. This is kind of about somebody standing their ground and keeping their ideas alive. This Sepe, this person is still thinking, you know, his idea is shaking. His idea is shaking. I think, you know, going in and being in this current situation, you know, is what he feels is the right thing to do or the right idea or whatever. But he's starting to question it, I think, questioning it. Because this is about standing your ground on ideas, trying to stand your, look at the ideas. And he's saying, well, that is a good idea. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. See, so it's like, oh, geez. So I think it's shaky now. I think it's shaky. And why? Because maybe, he's thinking of you, Jaded Kate, standing up there under your arch like, hey, right? Now, we've got our 10 of Cups. We get this one before. We've gotten this one before, I mean. Now, I do think that Sepe is trying to make this happen with his current situation. He's like, you know what? This is where I'm going. It's getting shaky. It's getting shaky. Something's happening over there. And now we've got our 8 of Swords. He's feeling trapped. He's feeling trapped where he is. So we've got this. This is the overarching. Remember, this applies to each. So we're feeling trapped, stuck on our idea, or like we have to defend our idea, like shaky ground. Why? Because we're thinking about Kate. This is where I want to go, but I'm on shaky ground. Why? Because I'm thinking about Kate. Here, I'm trapped. I don't want to see what's going on. I have my blindfold on. I could literally walk through this in 1 second if I just walk. If I just walk, I could get through all this and rip that blindfold off and all that good stuff. But I'm feeling trapped. Look at what the city is behind him. It looks like a foggy zombie city or something. It doesn't look good, does it? He's trapped. He can't move forward, right? Where does he want to go? To Kate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So are these sexy dreams? This to me seemed kind of sexy because of the question and the success. And look at her with her hip popped out. Like, look at me. I do think he's thinking about you, but you're getting that sexual kind of sensual feeling. So let's see if it's specifically involving the dirty deed. All right. So let's look at our cut card. Let's look at the outcome energy. Boom. High Priestess. Okay. So this is kind of, this talks about the phases of the moon. This talks about, you know, it's not a card that necessarily speaks like about nature. Like it does kind of, it's the cycles of the moon. It's the seasons. It's things like that. So it's not about nature in terms of sex, like birds and the bees, let's have sex. But it's about what do you do in nature? What happens in the cycles of the moon? What happens there? That's incorporating sex, right? So let's put that down and let's do a clarifier on it. I'm thinking yes now, but let's get the High Priestess. She's a little confusing sometimes, right? So let's see. Is this about sex? Is this about sex, baby? Pacha. Yeah. Look at this phallic looking card. Are you kidding me? That's what she said. For any of you that watch The Office, you know what I'm talking about. Woo! There's the wand for you. Oh yeah. There's a wand. And look at a butterfly. What's a butterfly before they're a butterfly? They are a caterpillar in a cocoon. Where's the cocoon? The cocoon is, the caterpillar, when it's in the cocoon, it's trapped. It wants to grow, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jaded Kate. Yeah, I think you're onto something. I think the foundation is shaking. I think he's still trying to stick with his plan, but I think it's getting shaky because he's missing you. He's missing you, and I do think there was a sexual component because of the way I asked the question and what card popped up. The Ace of Wands, come on. That's about growth. We can get all kind of, we can talk about growth. That's what she said. That's, yes. Jaded Kate, what is this? You felt it twice. He's thinking about me when he's with his wife. You are picking up. You're very intuitive. I've thought that already. And then just today, the things you've been pointing out in the cards show me that you really are picking up on stuff. So I would bet you're picking up on something. Yeah, he is. He's thinking about you. All right, honey. Good luck. Jane J, this is going to be my last reading, guys. Thank you all for being here. I want to thank you. I want to remind you all to be safe out there. Watch out for Corona. I'm not going to put up my video right now, but thanks for being here. Make sure that you hit subscribe and give this show a like. It really helps me out. And we'll see you next time. And if you're going to hang out, I'm glad. Jaded Kate. Well, I'm becoming claircognizant. That's it. That is it, which is very much sometimes referred to as being an empath. If you really get down into it, there are some nuances that make them a little different. With empath, there's several different kinds of empath. But empath and claircognizant that's the gift that I have. And so that's why I know. I've done a lot of research. But you pick up on other people's feelings, you pick up on situations. It's mostly about what people are going to do, say, how things play out. And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. And again, that's like you said, working on it with your practice, with your getting your focus. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm in that process myself. So you and I are like two of a kind. We're peas in a pod. All right, Jane J. Will N Aries call me or message me next week, or does he not even think of me? He did not contact me this week either. 12 days so far. I know that he is dating women with whom he has sexual relations. I feel that that's why he doesn't want to be serious commitment with me in his life. Okay, so he is a, you're welcome, Jada Kate. He is, yeah, so he's wanting to like get out there and sow his oats. All right, we're going to use Mystical Dreamer, Jane. 12 days. All right, 12 days. Is he going to call or message you next week? All right, N Aries. What's going on? 12 days, no contact. 12 days, no contact. All right. Okay, so what's going on with N? Okay. All right, my friend, let's see. All right, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This talks about, our 10 of Pentacles talks about, it's kind of like that end of the journey of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life, time, money, work, things like that. This talks about reaching the end. Remember, the Ace is the first step, and then the 10 is the end, and then, of course, we have our court cards. But the 10 is kind of like the final destination, like, yes, I have it all now, yes. So this is about wanting a happy family, a financially secure life. This is about being prosperous. This is about sharing the wealth and things like that. So yeah, this is the energy. Now, what does that mean? We still have to see these to really pull it in. What's going on here? Refund for Light Soul. Oh, Light Soul, hello. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we wrapped it up. Let me go back. Hold on 1 second, Jane. I'm sorry. 1 minute, please, or 1 second. I got to get out of this. All these stupid tabs are up. I can't even get where I'm going. Yeah. Yes. Well, no, that's all right, honey. I am just trying. I have to wrap it up. I'm trying to be better at wrapping things up on a decent time instead of going like 3 and 4 hours. I can't do it. So, yeah, I'm so sorry, honey. So I'll refund that for you unless you want to carry it over. Oh, well, thank you, Light Soul. And don't feel like it's your fault. I mean, you didn't know, and I was, but prior to this, I was going for longer. So, no worries. And thank you. If you'd like, you can hold it over to next show, the next time. And once you pop in, I've got another one, who did that as well that I'm waiting for them to appear. So if you want to carry it over, I'll read your, as a donation question next time. Or if you just want to make a donation to the channel, then yay, whatever you'd like, honey. All right. So back to Jane. I'm sorry, Jane. Okay. So we've got this energy. Let's see how it pulls in. Are you going to hear something this week? That is what we want. That is what we want to see. All right. It has been slow. I can see that it's been the 12 days. This is our Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a slow journey. Look at them, the boat. They're like, you know, and they are taking their baggage with them. That's what these swords are, thoughts and ideas, carrying their baggage in the boat, wanting to go along. Sorry. Sorry. Wow. All right. So again, the swords are thoughts and things like that, and it's carrying this on the journey. I know that this is you because this is what's on your mind, and this has been going on for a long time. And I feel like it pops up, and then it gets better, and then it gets worse, and then it gets better. You know, so you've had kind of like that up and down feeling, and that's why it has gone so long. Our Nine of Pentacles, though, does talk about success. This talks about things happening. Now, interesting that this deck, when they drew it, they did it with flowers and a bird, but they don't have any pentacles in there. Oh, maybe they are the center of the flower. Never mind. But my point is, it's about being surrounded and feeling by a paradise, feeling good. You know, she's got her bird, she's got her flowers, you know, she's just feeling good. So it's about, you know, and it's the one right before the 10. So this is looking like some success coming. So let's find out what we've got here. We've got our 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, it talks about feeling like a burden. It kind of feels like carrying a lot, but not falling on the ground. This is you, honey. You're carrying a lot. This is really on your mind. It's weighing on you, not to the point where you're like incapacitated or you can't do anything, but you know, it's weighing on you quite a bit. You want this. You want this. This is where we're going. That's why it's the overarching energy. This is strong for you. This is somebody who you feel very emotionally connected to. You know, this is somebody that, you know, you're wanting a future with. I also, because you met this person at work and you work with them, I think the Pentacles kind of speaks to that a little bit too. Work. Same thing here. This is our Pentacles. We're wanting success. We want a success in communication. We want the relationship to go well. But look at, things are going slow. We got a slow thing. These are your thoughts. You're kind of moving forward, thinking about this. And here you're kind of burdened with it. So let's pull a couple more, because this is kind of looking like waiting more. Okay, this looks like a lot of stuff is picking up on you. Let's first look at the outcome, and then we'll see if we need to pull any. Okay, ready? Go. All right, so we've got our 7 of Cups. This is talking about options. I do think he has some other options out there. I think you're probably picking up on something. I really think you are. You've been waiting. You want this. This is what you want. All right. So, and this is waiting. What's this? I got to do a clarifier on your success card, but this is your burden and this is the choices. So this is you. The waiting, the burden of thinking about it. This is what you want. This is what is going on. I asked what's the outcome, and it's choices. So there are choices in here. But what is this? We got to see. Why is this guy here? Let's find out. Let's get a clarifier on him. What is this success, please? What is the 9 of Pentacles trying to tell us? Page of Wands. That there is still hope. Okay, there is still hope. Our Page of Wands is all about you know, passion and fire and heat. That's something that's really moving, growing. There is still hope. There is still hope, because this is on success. So there is still hope. Clarify one more. Is there still hope? There is still hope. Queen of Wands. Yes, there is. There is still hope. There is still hope. Okay, so are you really going to be coming back? Let's get another one. I'm seeing you're asking, is everything ended or will he come back to me? I think there's still hope. Let's specifically ask, though, will he come back? Hope is a great thing, but we want a little more. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about friends sticking together. This is also about sometimes when you feel like you just can't get in. Again, I think he's still there with you, but I still feel like that door is not open to feel like you got the full picture, to get that full, like, I love you, let's commit. Am I right on that? Am I right? Is this about sticking together and not a commitment at this point? The World. There you go. So yeah. Okay. So let's sum it up. I do think, that this is picking up on a lot of you. You want this. This is our 10 of Pentacles energy. This is what we want. This is how we're feeling right now. It's going a long way. We're carrying all these thoughts, these tears, this energy is going, and it's hard. It's a lot of work. We're really working hard. This is the success. When I said, what is this success? Is this about, will he contact you? We got the Page of Wands. This was saying yes to me. I said, I want another one. Please clear it up. One more slam at home. Queen of Wands. Then when I said, are you going to get contact and everything like that and want to be with you? I see that you stick together, but you might not get that full declaration. I asked again, is this the full declaration not coming? Am I right? And I got the World saying, yup. So that's a yes. You're asking, I see, will he contact you during this month? Okay, let's see. I'm going to leave these out because we already looked at those, and I'm going to use the same shuffle and the same deck. We want to know is Anne the Aries going to be contacting Jane this month? Ace of Wands. Yep. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ace of Wands. Now, if this were Ace of Swords, it would have been like boom, and it might be happening sooner. However, this is the Ace of Wands. This is about growth. So I do think this month is likely, and I saw the don't lose hope card in there. It was the don't lose hope. So it's coming this month. So confirm, is there a confirmation? Is there communication coming this month? Please give us a confirmation. Four of Wands. Yes. Yes. This Four of Wands that talks about a foundation, that talks about, look at them in there too. They're like, oh, getting back together, right? Or at least coming together. I think you will. Yes, I do think you will. I don't think you're going to hear from him right away. So you might not be this week, but I do think so. Yeah, maybe, now I don't know him. Maybe he's just overwhelmed and excited about having the attention he's getting, or maybe, and you know what, Jane, if this is meant to be and you're going to end up being married and have a life together, it's great, because think about this. It sucks right now. But look at, he's getting this all out of his system. He's getting it all out of his system. You don't want him to be questioning things later, So if that is where it's going, if that's what your hope is, you don't want him. It's good that he's going through all this crap now. It sucks for you right now. Maybe it's like, obviously not fun, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. Get it out of his system now. Oh, Jane, good luck. You're welcome, honey. And thank you for doing such a great job here in the chat. You are wonderful. I give you a whole bunch of trophy emojis because you're number one. Thanks, my friend. I don't know if anybody else is still here. I think it's just the two of us, but anybody else, I'll say it as well. But thank you all for coming, Jane J and Jaded Kate. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. And and you're saying you didn't call him. See? Use your own judgment, of course, when you feel like, but you're right. I mean, he has to feel it. I think that's what I think. I think he has to feel it, like, hey, you're not just sitting there like the doll on the shelf. Remember, we talked about that, Jane, the doll on the shelf. And if it is him just having to go do his thing for a while, well, I do think he's going to contact you. It said this month. I asked specifically this month. So I do think it's changing. All right, everyone, please don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave. Thank you again for being here. I love reading for you all. Jane J, you are awesome. Jaded Kate, if you're still here, thank you all very much. And I We'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Monday. Tomorrow's Saturday. Have a good weekend.